Hey, Gert. Why are you mad? Some reason you got kicked from your account because you tried to add a PC on a PS4 to get the free 30-day subs. You got kicked from your account? Oh my gosh, dude, that's insane. That is crazy. I am sorry to hear that. Have you contacted support? Hey, Serenity. How are you guys today? Hopefully life is treating you well. Kyle, what's going on? Boom. Shakalaka. Okay, cool. Let me get this out of here. Don't need you over there. Let's see here. I've been playing around in my... I'm on Summoner. That's why. I need that. I thought for some reason I was my Scholar. Actions, traits, actions. Ruin 2. And pop that right there. Perfect. Okay. Let's see. Duty Finder. PvP is a hidden gorge. Let me gorge myself.
Hello, my friend.
Why, hello. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Great. You playing right now, or are you just hanging out?
I'm playing.
Nice. What are you playing in? You doing Eureka or something like that? Oh, I should probably do the Valentine's Day event. Probably kicking off in Limbs of Lemons, that would be my guess. I don't remember. It's either Limbs or Gridania. We'll find out soon enough. Hey, BFU, how you doing? You're gonna be in a different department? See, you don't know your email address when you created it. That's a good question. Hey, it's a jelly bean. Wave. See a jelly bean. Let's see here. All right. Oh, it popped. See here. You can go through the website. Like, they have the support website, and I've gone in, even not having an account, and kind of gone through that old way. Oh, great. Yeah. So I was like, it's either Gridania or Limsa. So after this, I guess, pops, after I get this done, we'll go check out, get the Valentine's Day thing knocked out before Anthem weekend kicks off into high gear. Oh my goodness.
No, it was just running Heaven on High.
Oh yeah? Is that your first time in there?
No.
Okay. I didn't know. The Goblin Mercenary is ready for deployment. Howdy.
Well, that's fine, my friend.
Let's see here. Scala. Let's do that.
No, that's what I ended up running to actually get my machinist, I should say, to level 70.
Oh, you did Heaven on High only to get your machinist to level 70? Like, so you did 2 jobs in Heaven on High to hit the cap?
What the heck was it? No, I literally only did the machinist through that one. Now I'm leveling my samurai to 70. I'm currently level 66 with them.
Howdy, howdy.
Hey, what's up, Sparta? I haven't talked to you in a while, dude. How you been, buddy?
I've been working.
Dude, jobs, man.
Hey, I got good news. I'm now the assistant manager.
What? You're now the assistant? Congratulations on your promotion.
Yeah, I know. It comes with a raise. It comes with more. I was already doing the job, basically.
Yeah, like, it's... One time I think somebody was like, oh, I don't know if I want, like, the work, you know, it's a lot of work, etc. I was like, are you doing the job right now? And they're like, yeah. I was like, all right, so you're either basically going to tell them that you don't want to get paid more for doing the job they're already doing.
Doing the same job, basically, yeah. I've got a few more extra responsibilities, but it's mostly easy stuff. It's paperwork and stuff.
Yeah.
But, have you looked in the general chat, like, in the last, like, hour or so?
Yeah, well, I mean, I've participated in some of the conversations, so it's...
Okay, I posted a rumor about, because, as we all know, we're getting Nintendo Direct tomorrow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There are 2 rumored games. two rumored, and I know the second one. Basically, I posted like you're gonna go crazy if it's true that they're coming out with the second game.
Oh, come on.
The first one is a Metroid Prime trilogy
Okay.
for the Switch, of course. The second one is Super Mario Maker for the Switch.
Super Mario Maker is the thing that I want so bad.
You'll go crazy if they announce that tomorrow.
Don't go nuts, because that's that's the one thing that I was like, if anything's gonna tempt me from to actually probably heal. If anything's gonna tempt me into
just going to Switch permanently.
Well, it was like anything that was gonna tempt me into getting a Wii U back in the day. That would have been that. That would have been that.
Yeah. It even tempted me, and I'm not that. I mean, like, Mario is fun and all that, but it's just like.
Do I have anything that's Instacast? No.
You doing blue stuff?
No, I'm doing the new PvP Hidden Gorge.
Oh. And Kellian, you're doing MSQ stuff, right?
No, there's no MSQ. This
no.
is just
Kellian. The other guy in chat with us.
Hey, Chili. Kel, I don't know what he's playing. I know he's in 14, but he was saying I heard Heaven on High. So I heard some things. Oh, he's why am I getting a weird lag spike? What is that weird lag spike? All right. I haven't done Scholar here. Oh, cool! I can call him my pet.
You probably know what I'm doing.
Working, right?
No, I'm not at work. I'm actually at home right now. Oh, nice. I don't go to work till 4 o'clock. That's the boss calls me.
Jeez Louise. Alright, I'm dead. I want to come as my summoner. Like, I'm not doing anybody any favors here on my Scholar.
But nah, I'm doing Eureka. As always. New Eureka.
Now, Jailer Love. Then we all ran off going, nope, on the portals.
Oh, I mean, we just had our portals spawn on us. We actually figured out how you spawn those portals.
Well, and then you need an item to enter into it for one of them.
Well, actually, one of them, there's one you can actually enter without the item.
So you just agreed with what I said.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You're good. I was just like you need an item to enter into one of them, and then the other one you're good. It's the stable one you don't need it. Oh,
yeah, but you have to be level 6. You can't enter it until you're level 6.
Oh, good. He's down.
At all. And of course, I think you also have to have completed your relic. Which, why? If you're already at this point, why wouldn't you complete your relic? Because it's most likely going to be best slot, period. Because if you got a good, like me, my weapon, just my substats are better than Omega's for a black. Like, comparing them between Omega's weapon and my black mage's, my current black mage, my substats are better. The only thing that's worse is the main stat and the weapon damage. But those will equal the main stat and the weapon damage.
Make sure no trains coming across.
I'm gonna guess you're on YouTube.
Yeah, that's where I'm at.
Okay, let me go. Oh yeah, I need to go check something because I think it's almost time. Let me go over to Twitch first before I come over to YouTube. Yep, it is time.
Oh, it's used to my bigger rotation. Storing higher. Yeah. Little dots never hurt anybody. There we go. Oh no! Leave the summoner alone! He just got his Bahamut! Please.
Did it come through yet?
Oh, Sparta with the resub, dude. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. 16 months, man. What an adventure. What an adventure.
Yeah, it has been.
It's so crazy to think because it's like we only really started streaming with Stormblood, so it's like.
So yeah, it's basically been 16 months since you started streaming.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's gonna be 2 years soon.
2 years already, my friend.
Yes, sir. I mean, for this
2 years
game,
of streaming.
we've been 2 years on, 2.5 years on YouTube.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Like, all right, it's just crazy. Time flies, man.
You're welcome.
Oh, we got the mercenary on our sides. Chaos. I hear a train. I hear a train. Let me see if I can't just mess people up.
Yeah, it's just the whole PvP is just like, eh. I'm hoping it does better.
My problem with PvP is the queue times.
Yeah.
So
It's
like,
just like, that's
why I'm not going to wait more than 5 minutes for a match. Like, you get me at 10 minutes, and it's like, okay, maybe if I've got other things to do, not do open world, but it then just like with Blue Mage accentuates the issue in what exists within the open world. Like,
Exactly.
What do I do while I'm like? That's where my core complaint with Eureka comes in. It's like, I would totally do Eureka. Eureka's perfect content for, you guessed it, when I'm like in queue for PvP. But it's like, because that way it's like I feel like I'm having, I'm participating.
Yeah.
It's anyway. Don't need to get into
And
that.
I agree on that. Like, if you could do Eureka stuff out in the open world while you're queued for something else.
Exactly.
But the problem with that is, like,
Oh, they got me.
I feel like
yes, the monk's down at least.
Eureka needs to also balance that. If you're doing like an NM, it should lock you from doing anything. Like, because it's like that's the most important thing about Eureka is the NM. Like, they should have a story reason why. Like, I mean, currently there is a story, and like they actually tied it into like another thing that we've already discussed with like in game, like some of the stuff that's happened in game, because yeah, we found out a few little odds in this thing. Like, what is Eureka? Besides, being the Forbidden Land and all that, taken from.
So tell me the story, because unless they tell me like Eureka's relevant.
Yeah. So basically,
if Eureka's relevant in the next expansion,
it could be, but who knows?
Could
so
be.
Basically, they took it from Eureka is of course named after the ancient Alag repository. That's was the belief, because it's the Forbidden Land. Well, we found out that the reason why the Eureka was called Eureka was because the primal Eureka could craft weapons. And those weapons could then possess mortal bodies.
That's a weird performance.
Like Odin.
Nice.
So literally, Kryl actually says, so kind of like the Dark Divinity Odin, who is also from the time of Alag. So basically, the Forbidden Land was a safeguard. The Alag said, let's lock all these weapons up that can possess us, so that other people cannot be possessed.
Okay.
And that's what Eureka is. So, like, right now we're trying to find him and basically lock him away again.
Okay.
But I haven't gotten that far, but we got to get to the Baldestian students. Like, this zone, you can actually see the school of Baldestian. And you're trying to get there.
Interesting.
And I mean, it's again, just like most of the interesting little side content, it's an interesting story, like you said, but it's side content. Why can't it be main content?
I think it can be. It's just a matter of whether they want to make that.
Just like every raid, every single raid is not a part of the story in any way, shape, or form. Unless they say, oh yeah, this is a part of the story.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I think they said something like...
That's fun. I like watching that.
Eve-Elise.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Eve-Elise is completely... They said something about it not being even in our universe, kind of thing. Like,
Right.
But we literally go to Tugane and we see the boat, the airship.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's not in our world, but yeah, we can see the airship that it's a part of.
That makes absolutely no sense.
Oh,
Yeah.
Brian survived.
And that's
Aw.
like, and this goes back to the whole thing of, oh, so I'm guessing the Crystal Tower that we literally go to and see in Mordona every day. Since you're in Mordona, it's there. It's not a part of our world either.
Yeah, yeah, that's what, like the Crystal Tower and obviously the Binding Coil, I think, are some of the most interesting raids because they feel so much more part of it. Void Ark, I think I just wasn't a fan of it as like I loved the Dun Scythe, like I really enjoyed that, but at the end of the day, like I was just like, all right, like I liked Eureka, but it would be not Eureka. I'd love to see more with as it relates to Evil East, because like I love that, and I would like the zones and stuff. Like I wish we could kind of go and be there, you know. I don't know if that makes sense, but like actually go up and like, yeah, can we go to the monastery now that like, you know, we've cleared it? Like, is this like, and that's something I think would be kind of fun for all the zones in the game regardless, is just to have that, like, yeah, let's go visit it and have some fun.
Good afternoon.
Hey, what's going on, Clink? How you doing?
Hey, Clint.
Pretty good. Had to call off of work today because of the weather.
Is it still like deep in snow?
No, my car was literally a car icicle. I couldn't get the doors open.
Oh wow. That is, I took the kids for a walk yesterday, so Texas is a completely different experience.
Yeah. And Georgia's just red raining. But it's Georgia and it's February. Welcome to the rain.
I'm down. Did I get that? Oh, at least I got him too. Yeah. Took out your mech. Oh, so what do you guys think about the policy changes?
I think they needed to happen, personally. Like, yeah, there's probably going to be a few issues, like, later on. But they needed to happen before, like, all these toxic, and I'm just going to bring this up, because all the toxic people coming from other MMOs, we're not going to say what MMOs, that are coming to 14 because...
I don't think you're, like, somebody coming from WoW is essentially toxic. I think people are, correlation does not mean equal causation. Just because you're coming from WoW.
I'm not saying WoW, it could be another game.
Whatever. You're saying WoW. Because people are fleeing WoW right now. As at least from what the community is talking about and from what I'm hearing internally. Even some of the devs are like, oh, let's go check out 14. It's like, yeah, go check out 14.
But all those people they need to have a more reactive instead of defensive. Like, oh, so this happened, it needs to be more reactive. Like, they need to be taking more of a direct approach, like having a lot of gyms just scroll through like live chat logs, and before it even goes out,
I'm getting this weird random lag. I don't know if that's other people are seeing that.
Thank you, Scrub Lord.
Scrub Lord, thank you so much for that. No worries, guys.
That's a yen.
No, it's a ruby from India. Yeah, like he did 400, and I was like freaking scared. Like I was like, oh my gosh, I can't breathe. Like it's like that. Because I didn't know. I was like 200. I was like 200. Holy crap! You know, like, that's a lot of money. Like, well, thank you. It's still thank you. I mean, regardless of whether it's like $400 or $4, it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, free speech is a good thing, but at the same time, it's just like, and even like if you read the United States Constitution, free speech is a protected right under certain conditions.
Yeah, you can't yell fire in a theater, you know.
Yeah, it's like, and being and having, you know, those kind of conversations like what is now being passed as, you know, against TOS can be construed as offensive. Like, offensive conversations can be removed from free speech. You can't.
It's essentially, obviously, like for all the wordage, etc. It seems like the biggest change is more that the GMs are being proactive rather than reactive. And I was talking with Foremost about this today. It's that because he had there was somebody who actually got a warning applied to them for pulling a hunt mob too soon, and so essentially they're, you know, like, if you can show that they're like doing this, that it seems like the GMs instead are like, oh, just block each other, or you guys, you know, figure it out and we'll step in if it gets really serious. That it's like they're just trying to be more proactive and I guess keep things from escalating more than trying to, like, you know, like cut off free speech. It's like, okay, hey, you know what, they said they didn't like that, so how about we stop, you know? And then if the person doesn't stop, then essentially that's just like the same kind of rules within our own Discord. Like, yeah, like, we encourage debate, we discourage discussion, but like if you're being asked to, you know, like, hey, chill, you know, because it's like, you know, the points aren't either being made or not going across, like, just relax, like, either agree to disagree or move on, and then if you keep pressing it, that's when, like, action then is applied.
Yeah, it's just.
But yeah, the U.S. Constitution I don't think applies to Final Fantasy 14.
No, it doesn't. But at the same time, like, that's where people are going, like, oh, so you're all against free speech and that. It's like, no, but you just.
There's something that people have to realize, though, is, as Brian said, it doesn't just apply to the Constitution. Doesn't apply to this game. Like,
no.
Because there's different people from different genres around the world that are playing this game. For example, like Ethis, he's all the way out in Australia. He probably has different rule sets than what we have here in the U.S.
Yeah. Hey, what's going on?
Just one of the biggest subcategories, especially for the NA forums, is of course North America.
So, Bobby, essentially Square Enix updated its basically its rules for what is prohibited behavior, what is allowed, what is not allowed, and that's pretty much it. Like, so I think it refines a lot. I think there's a lot that I feel like it almost leans into, like, oh, should you be using a parser? And it's like, I think it still remains that the rule is just don't talk about it in game. It kind of even addresses, like, in a way, the ERP community, and so just having the devs being more reactive than they were before, because they were just kind of like, all right, let's do this. Can I hit this guy? Okay, we won anyway. Boom! Thank you.
But yeah, I just think it's a good thing that needs to happen, but I just hope that it doesn't, just like a lot of people said, I just hope it doesn't hurt the community as much, because people are like I think one guy pointed, like, he was like, in one of the Discords that I'm in, he
people like free speech as long as it usually agrees with them. I mean, it's just like, yeah, like, everybody's for it. The problem is that if you try to wield some kind of regulation onto somebody else, eventually that hammer is going to be wielded against you. And so that's where, like, for me, I'm like, all right, like, okay,
I think it might have been this.
Be careful. Be very careful what you're wishing for. Sovereign Penguin is subscribed to the Workforce. Welcome to the Workforce, Sovereign Penguin. Don't know why there we go. Maybe I should have rebooted my computer before going on, because it's like,
well,
no, see,
yeah,
like,
players could do it themselves, but then that's the problem. Like, yeah, we could be doing it ourselves, True.
Self-regulation is the best regulation, and that's essentially where. Oh, there's the audio cue. A little bit delayed. The essentially, I mean, it comes down to the concepts of governments big and small, right? If you have a population that kind of polices itself in a way, not like vigilante, but just based off of like shared standards and morals. Like, okay, like guys, we're going to be a society that does not bungee jump, right? Well, then as a government, then you don't have to worry about regulating the bungee jumping world because nobody in the society is doing it. And then as the society, like as you have it, as it grows, like then essentially, you either the people can say like, okay, this is what we're going to all agree to and hold ourselves to it, or the government at some point has to step in like in the case of like discrimination, anything that's like unfairly, one way or another. It's really quite, fascinating. But I still think, people like the concept of free speech. I think people don't like free speech when it's when somebody's saying they shouldn't, or they disagree with, etc. I think that instead of trying to shut down somebody who's saying something ridiculous, it's better to, engage, and then show why that thought is essentially either dangerous or ridiculous. But I think obviously sometimes there's going to be a case by case basis, right? Because you can't shout fire in an open theater. It's dangerous. You can put people at risk. So that's not protected under that concept. And so that's where laws are formed and people do the thing. Marry a splendid thing. Hand out invitations in Gridania and Old Gridania. Okay, so that's there. Let's see here.
That's the February event, Valentine's event.
Yeah. And
I ain't done it.
Where am I? Okay, right over here. I figured I'd do it while I also am in queue for the Hidden Gorge.
What are the rewards for that?
I don't know.
As far as I know, there's 2 pieces of glamour. There's like a chef-looking knife that you can get, and there's some sort of like great sword.
Yeah, it's pretty light in terms of what it is. Just like but you want to get it done before I think it's done on the 15th, Sparta.
Yeah.
And I'll be playing pretty much Anthem this weekend, so there's no chance that I'm doing it on the 14th. Oh yeah. Only the real thing that isn't protected under free speech is the direct incitement to violence. Yeah, that's definitely right. Let's see here. You can say that as a policy we should, as a policy. There's she here. Get that country X because of what they're doing. For sure. After this, you'll hear a lot of people reporting GMs on Reddit for abuse that already have been reported for pulling a hunt. Yeah, the hunt mob guy, I got a warning, I heard that somebody got written up for doing ERP in public over on Balmung. So, it's going to be interesting.
Yep. That's one of the reasons why I left my old server, is because the one link shell I was in, there was a guy who, in my link shell, he was just calling me out that I wasn't doing enough DPS back when ARR was first released with us. He's just like, well, your numbers aren't pairing up, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I don't want to take this. So I'm like, bye.
Yeah, that's a violation, because it's that, I think they're still fine with you using the tool to educate yourself, but that's at the root. Like, the thing is the discrepancy between PlayStation and non-PlayStation users with the fact that we can have a DPS meter, and I still don't want it in real time, but I just think that the game should tell you how you're doing and if you're getting better, and that way to hopefully encourage you to maybe seek out how to become even better. Let's see here. Let's go to the Aether.
Yeah, actually, I was listening to. I know this is going on your YouTube thing, but I was listening to one of the Frosty Mogborn podcasts the other day, and Mr. Happy was on that, and he actually had the same opinions. So I was just like, oh, that's pretty interesting. Never thought of it that way.
So what did he say?
Oh, basically what you just said about having the thing like at the end of a dungeon or something like that to show like what your damage overall done was
Yeah.
being and stuff like that. But I think they're taking that out a lot of games now, though, because like even Smash Brothers, like they don't show like really anymore like the damage that you deal or.
They do in Smash Brothers, and then
And the newest one they do?
yeah.
No, I really haven't paid attention. I just usually hit start.
Yeah, no, so they got like all kinds of stats in Smash, and even and to kind of accentuate it, like I'm really excited to see how Anthem handles it, because they're adding that into Anthem at the end of the mission, which is I think going to be really interesting and exciting to kind of see how that plays out, because it's like, yeah, let's tell people how they're doing, and for the most part, like I would think that kind of somebody when I was doing the patch notes last night was saying. The best way not to get written up by the GMs is to like be a decent human being, just like and its root, it's a simple principle to follow, but the same kind of thing applies with like DPS meters and those stats and those numbers. Yeah, sure, some people are going to use that and they're going to be jerks, but I think for the most part more people will actually benefit from it, and you'll end up having a reduction in toxicity. Now that's why it shouldn't be happening in real time. It should happen at the end of it, just like we see with PvP. How did I do? Like, all right. And then what I would love to know is, how did I do match over match over match, or content over content over content? Am I getting better? Am I getting worse? And then having it score and rate off of varying factors. That way it's kind of broken down. And they don't even need to show anybody else's numbers. I just want to know how I'm doing compared to me. And then you could even break it down. You could even kind of divorce it, like, and make it not known. You could say, well, and then generally a scholar or a summoner, across the data center, they perform kind of this level for, and then it's like you can even have it be a solo or a pre-made. You have so much room to go there. DPSs don't make people toxic. Toxic people are just toxic. So, it's just like money doesn't make you a good person or a bad person. It just makes you more of who you are. If you're a good person, you'll do good things with money. If you're a bad person, you do bad things with money. It's not like you're like, I'm this really generous guy who has no money, and then I get all this money, and then it's like, now I'm going to rule the world. Because that's what I always wanted to do all along. Well, all along, you were just faking being a good person. You just didn't have the means to be a bad person. What's the best way to speed level? 30 to 50. If you're doing, and you still have MSQ, Brendan, focus MSQ. If you don't have any MSQ to do, you gotta hit every daily bonus under your duty finder. I can't see it in here. The leveling, guild hasts at 30 to 50, and then essentially once that's done, because Hunt hasn't started, Beastman tribes start around in the 40s, so you want to go and try to hit up the Beastman tribe stuff. And after Beastman tribe, like with that kind of as a part of your daily kind of thing, be sure to hit up your the highest level dungeon you can run. Once you've taken advantage of every daily bonus that you have access to, then you want to just go into the hardest dungeon. Unless you're playing a blue mage, there's so many unless thens. Unless you're playing a blue mage, and if you're playing a blue mage, then you just want to level out in the open world. Got a paladin here on me, stunning me. Boom, let's just pop some damage on him. Pop that damage, pop that damage, pop that damage, pop that damage, spike, 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 spike. Oh, zeros. And pop, pop, pop. Put that damage out. Let's get this dragon. There we go. Got a ninja. Oh, stop sending me.
The whole changes, Brian, they don't really bother me too much at all because I'm not a bad person.
Well, it's always the two-sided coin for it all, is that it's always that sometimes, like, do we give up freedom and end up, it ends up costing us more because it ends up being like, yeah, you're not saying anything offensive today. Does that mean like someone's not going to be offended tomorrow? And that's why I'm like, for me, I'm like, as much as I want, and I need to do it just for my own sanity. I need to go spend some time and just go bomb at stand-up comedy, because I've always just wanted to go and just do stand-up. And then once I'm done with stand-up, like but it's like, why would anybody want to be a comedian? Because it's like, it just seems like a very, very stressful job. It's like, you made this joke in the 80s. Well, our viewpoint and how we address things has completely changed. It's like, okay, you're in trouble. Like, what? I don't know. You know, because like YouTube's making the change to the algorithm. You know, it's like to kind of reduce like flat Earth, you know, Earthers and all the ways the algorithm kind of works. But oh darn it, I didn't want that. Why is it not letting me do my thing? Like, okay. Okay.
Oh, talking about that whole algorithm thing with the YouTube thing. I noticed the other day when I went on to the Twitch version, are you guys shutting down the server, or is Twitch doing that themselves?
Shutting down the what?
They said that they're going to be shutting down the Work To Game server, or something, or some gaming servers, or something like that.
I have no idea. Like, we don't. What do you mean Work To Game server for Twitch?
Apparently, there's like some sort of server like that you get when you sign up for Twitch or something. I'm not 100% sure.
Like, they might be doing. Weird. There's like, they kind of were trying to build out this kind of Discord kind of like style system, I guess. They might be shutting that down. I don't know. Oh, I'm down.
Yeah, that's what I think. That's what they meant. So.
Yeah, I haven't checked. I don't know how, like, if people were actively using that, because it's kind of like, hey, we're making this. It wasn't as good, and so it's not like I'm sitting here trying to man it, you know, like hang out with the community in there. Hey guys, thanks so much for the 5 thumbs up on today's stream. Appreciate you guys sharing out the stream like that. Boom, let's get my mouse. I logged in this morning and didn't even know patches dropped. You're like, why am I updating? Yeah, this is the patch before part 2 of the story. So the next patch we get should be pretty epic to conclude Stormblood. Well, technically Stormblood's already concluded, but you know, before the final piece that leads us into Shadowbringers. Alright, let's see here. Oh, let me get this guy. Let me pop him. Let's go with this. Don't need to run away. It's really weak to people. Oh, come on. Finish the ninja off. Yes. Sit down, Paladin. You got our tower, but you will not. Alright, he overextended himself. Oh, yep, he's already done. It's good to hear that the DPS jobs are being leveled pretty fast with the squad system. I have not done squads in forever. Like, I think since it came out. Mercenary. Get out of here. There he goes. Both of our towers aren't down, so I guess they're going to this side?
Yeah, I really hope that my speculation on Shadowbringers is correct, though.
So what are you speculating?
I'm speculating it's going to be like a time travel kind of thing.
I don't think we're time traveling. I mean, you could completely, like, yeah, I'm not shooting it down. Just like, yeah, I don't think it's time travel.
The reason why I say time travel is just because of like how young, and spoilers for those who haven't watched the thing, the trailer, but the thing at the end with I'm not. I'll just say it. But the thing with Ingrid, when he announces the name, how young the person looks.
Yeah, Matoya.
Yeah, not Matoya. And Well, and then also with Matoya being, or supposedly Matoya being younger.
Minfilia.
I was trying to avoid spoilers.
I don't think, yeah, nobody's gonna have it. If they've already publicly shown it, like, I'm sorry, if you don't know what I'm talking about. No. Somebody was like, because I run the Final Fantasy fans club on Xbox, and somebody was like, oh, it's not, like, it's like in the description. I'm like, I am fine with people posting spoilers. I am not spoiler sensitive at all. I'm like, somebody's like, oh man, this movie's great. I'm like, well, tell me about it. They're like, you want to know? I'm like, yeah, I'll go see it. It does not ruin my experience whatsoever. Maybe the one exception would have been like Sixth Sense, where like there's like the twist at the end, but it's like, oh no, it's like oh yeah, that changes how I watch the movie, sure, but I don't know. I'm different. I do not like, oh yeah, tell me about Dragon Ball Super and all. You know, just like, yeah, interested. I guess it's just also because when I look at it and I look at all the entertainment and all the media and everything that exists out there to take part in, I just know that I'm not going to get to it all. You know, there's no way. So it's like, yeah, summarize it. But yeah. So yeah, Minfilia. I mean, they revealed it as a part of the trailer because we were. See, I'm wondering if it's reincarnation, if it's like.
Well, that's what I'm wondering too. If it's like a reincarnation thing too.
The question about time travel could be very legit because it talks about if history must be unwritten, let it be unwritten because we have to stop this event. So, okay, history, right? If it has to be unwritten, how far back are we going, right? Are we going, like, if we're going to have to unwrite all of history, like, are we talking about all the calamities? Are we, like, it's like, there's a lot, you know, that the game could really do. And that's why I'm thinking, like, you know, it would be interesting to see, and bold of them, to make that calamity actually happen as we go into 5.0. And then, like, hey, by the way, all these zones, yeah, these are the zones, like this is the new Thanalan, and the game is reborn, you know, surprise, which would be awesome. But I could see that more or less happening with the next generation with 6.0, and so that's where it's like, I don't know if now's the time.
Yeah, but as you were saying before, they're like, oh, whatever you're expecting, don't expect it, because it could just throw off your...
Yeah.
I don't know, I just had from 11, the one expansion where you went back to the past and you go to the
Wings
old,
of the Goddess,
like,
yeah.
Yep, the old, like, Sargatanas and East Rhinofu and stuff like that.
You know, Brian, I really liked that what is it, trust system was going to be usable outside of those dungeons in is it Shadowbringers?
Shadowbringers, but the trusts are only right now available in dungeons. I hope they change that. I hope they change that.
I do too, because I'd like to actually use them in open world content and MSQ.
Yep. 100%.
I think it would be great if you could use them for, like, in the old style fates that people no longer do, like the 1,000 Eyes that's over here in Korthus.
Yeah, I'm like, you have the Chocobo system, you have the Squadron system. The Trust system concerns me just based on the fact that it's like, okay, we've now introduced another system that is doing essentially the same thing. You know? Okay, there's no real walls up that way. We're about to lose. Nope, we're not about to lose. They're about to lose. Go this way. No! Stop hitting me. Stop making me limp. Fine. Let me get up. Kamikaze! Oh, I'm alive.
You know, one thing I very much wish they would do in Final Fantasy XIV for the cash shop is make it local currencies.
Oh, that'd be cool. I would see that they would add it in game. They would give you the ability to turn Gil into the, you know, like whatever Krista, and then you can use Krista to buy stuff from the cash shop. That would be the solution that would make probably the most sense for the market and the economy of the game. Boom, 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 boom. Let's see here. Let's see.
I know with World of Warcraft they did the whole local currency bit for the cash shop, and that made things so much nicer.
Oh yeah, and it's that you know, kind of just, I don't know. I like the token system. I think it's worked real well for WoW. Thus far, obviously, I think the biggest issue right now is that people are just really dissatisfied with how you know, BFA turned out. So.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. Was not a fan of BFA, to be honest with you.
What did you not like about it?
I like have so many characters on the game, and you know, having to level them just using a land-based mount got really old, really fast.
How soon do they usually introduce flying?
Oh heck! This time around, it's not going to be till patch 8. The heck is it? 8.2, I believe. That's like freaking probably a good 6 to 8 months later.
So you wish to undertake Valentine's Day, Zara, you should please assist you. Cool, it's matchmaking. Nice. Well, thank you, Valerie. Some maize? I did not do it last year. Hello. Okay. Welcome to the Valentine's Day ceremony. Alright. Things are not responding once again. I am having some crazy PC issues. Okay, the first trial awaits. We need to stay tethered together as best we can. Okay. Trials of the Moon. Okay, I just take care and stay and don't stray too far from one another. Okay. You may begin, Kupu. Alright. Okay, that's when Affinity starts breaking.
How do you like the summoner class,
Oh,
Brian?
man. It's my favorite.
Because come the expansion, I'm probably going to end up boosting one.
Oh, cool. Yeah, and the nice thing about boosting a summoner is you also get a scholar, assuming that system's still going to be the way it works in Shadowbringers.
I can't wait to hear when are they supposed to announce all that stuff, like 5 point or 4.58.
Well, what are you expecting them to announce?
Oh, I was just gonna say in 4.58 for them to when all the changes are supposed to be coming, like the consolidation of moves through the cross class thing, and
Oh, they'll do a deep dive into the battle system changes.
yeah, that's what I was just.
That
wondering.
won't be a part of a patch. I'll go this way. That will be more or less.
Oh, I know they said that they're supposed to announce it in like one of those weird location areas or something like that, where they're like off the map or off the grid.
It's gonna be neat to see where that ends up being. Okay, oh, here's this. We gotta break it apart here. Okay, can you get to the door?
I can't help but wonder, Brian, if the class changes are going to make this game more of a action RPG style game or not.
That's brought up like every expansion. So I mean, you never know, right? But I doubt we're gonna see like that fundamental shift, just because of just the sheer amount of work. That could be something I could see come with a Calamity. Or if they decided just to rebuild the whole thing. Oh man, don't kill me, don't kill me, don't kill me.
What would you think if they eventually went that route?
I'd be fine if it was good and fun. When I played the 15-14 crossover, that was cool. Like I was like, man, I wish I could see them put 14 in this world, right? Because it was like I really liked how Garuda did. I liked the fight. But yeah, I mean, I'd be fine. But I just don't. I see that being something that people who've been playing the game for a long time and who like maybe the more tab targeting style would not enjoy it. I think I could see them easily doing the easier and cheaper option of just building a new MMO that's set in the Final Fantasy world that's an action RPG.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one, my friend.
I mean, it just like when I played the 15 multiplayer, I liked a lot about it, but what's interesting about it though is like Final Fantasy doesn't have like their version of Diablo, right? So if they did something that's kind of akin to like kind of a looter, that could be something really interesting and fun.
I've had my reservations about eventually buying Final Fantasy 15 because I've watched so many videos saying that the story is pretty much convoluted mess.
It is when you only take it in parts. Like if you go and dive into all of it, it actually is quite, I think, fascinating. So I don't know how this works. Did I give you a little flash? Don't tell anyone, okay? Okay. That's 5, 2, 1, 4. 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay. Back right for 5.
So it's actually minus 29 degrees Celsius here.
29 degrees? Oh man, that's rough.
Minus 29, my friend.
That is rough. Three and 4. Okay. Nice. Okay.
The city I live in, Brian, actually only has a population of a little over, I think, 40,000 people.
Okay, so a nice little small city. Nice. It sounds like from Wisconsin, maybe?
No, I live in the province of Saskatchewan in Canada.
Okay. Yeah, it's like you have, I would say, the northern accent. Woot. Cool, all right, we did it. Yes. You don't, your scholar is already boosted. You just don't have the gear for it. So it's just a matter of, you know, you don't have to go level an independent scholar. You can just get the gear. So it's not like you get a potion for scholar, Val. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. And then I pick, I guess, lobster platter, Valentine's cake pairing, skill speed, determination bit, your bit bonus, determination, skill speed, go determination. Yay! And I got my achievement. Beautiful, beautiful. Cool. All right. And let's head back to Dehizzle. Hey, I see a clink.
Yep.
Cool. All right. Glad I got that done. I'm assuming this is just the repeated thing that I can go in and earn more of those chocolates. From now till infinity. Yeah, I'll leave that a be. And back to Misht. Yeah, so it's your level is shared. It's like, yeah, gear, that's one thing, but level isn't. All right. I'm turning these ventures. What's up, Beard again? Yeah, my PC needs a reboot. Loading. There it goes.
All I know is I really hope that they're going to get all this DX11 stuff configured and out of the way.
Well, they're dropping DX9 support.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, though, like, a lot of people who have DX11, because this game is cross-referenced with DX9, I think that's what's causing a lot of the crashes.
Yeah, we need to see. Like, I'm really, like, the fact is, like, you know, no more 32-bit support. It's crazy that's still happening. If your scholar isn't leveled, that is weird, Val. See, watch. Like, I am summoner. And then I go to scholar. Where are you, scholar? It's up here. They, you know, it's like they share the XP. It's all connected. So you just go and you have to do the quests. So you just go and do the scholar. You go unlock the scholar job stone, and then you just equip it, and you'll be level 70. You just got to do the quest and follow the story. So the jump potion gets you one thing, but you don't have to go grind out the XP. You just go run the quest, pick up the gear, you're ready to go. If yours doesn't do that, Val, you might be playing a different game. Because if you switch to Scholar and you're at level 1 and you're a level 70 Summoner, that'd be fascinating beyond belief. All right. Cool, guys. I'm going to wrap. I'm going to get some more work done. Thanks for hanging out with me on my lunch break. Thanks, Kel and Clink and Sparta and everybody who's here in text chat as well. So, see here. Hope you all have a good one. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy Patch Day. Talk to you soon.